A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a surprising turn of events, Colonel Susannah Meyers, the commander of the Pituffik Space Base in Greenland, has been removed from her position following her criticism of the U.S. administration's stance on Denmark's oversight of the territory. This decision comes in the wake of Vice President J.D. Vance's controversial remarks during a recent visit to the base, where he accused Denmark of failing to adequately invest in Greenland and its security. The U.S. Space Force announced Meyers' dismissal, stating that commanders are expected to maintain the highest standards of conduct and remain nonpartisan in their duties. The situation has raised eyebrows and sparked discussions regarding the relationship between the U.S., Denmark, and Greenland, particularly in light of former President Trump's interest in acquiring the mineral-rich island. Colonel Meyers had been at the helm of the Pituffik Space Base since July, but her tenure was cut short after she sent an email to all personnel distancing the base from Vance's remarks. In her email, Meyers stated, "I do not presume to understand current politics, but what I do know is the concerns of the U.S. administration discussed by Vice President Vance on Friday are not reflective of Pituffik Space Base." This attempt to foster unity among the diverse personnel at the base, including Canadians, Danes, and Greenlanders, seemingly did not sit well with higher-ups at the Pentagon. The Vice President's visit on March 28 has been a focal point of controversy, as he publicly criticized Denmark's management of Greenland, claiming they had underinvested in the region. His comments were met with backlash, not only from the Greenlandic people, but also from Danish officials. Danish Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen responded firmly, stating, "This is not how you speak to your close allies." Meanwhile, Greenland's Prime Minister Jens Frederik Nielsen reiterated the island's stance, declaring, "Greenland is not for sale." The Pentagon's chief spokesman, Sean Parnell, reinforced the message that actions undermining the chain of command or subverting the president's agenda would not be tolerated. This statement was seen as a direct response to Meyers' email and her perceived lack of support for the administration's policies. Following Meyers' dismissal, Colonel Sean Lee has been appointed as her successor, with the Space Force emphasizing the importance of nonpartisanship in military leadership. The backdrop of this incident is the long-standing U.S. interest in Greenland, a territory that has been under Danish control for nearly 300 years. The U.S. has maintained a military presence in Greenland since World War II, viewing it as a strategically significant location, particularly in light of rising tensions with Russia. Former President Trump had expressed a desire to acquire Greenland, citing national security concerns, and this has further complicated diplomatic relations between the U.S. and Denmark. In the wake of the Vice President's visit and the subsequent firing of Colonel Meyers, both Greenland and Denmark have united against any attempts at annexation. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen recently emphasized the importance of sovereignty, stating, "You can't annex other countries." This sentiment echoes the views of many Greenlanders who wish to pursue independence from Denmark, while simultaneously rejecting the idea of becoming part of the United States. As the political landscape continues to evolve, the implications of Colonel Meyers' dismissal and the broader U.S. approach to Greenland will likely remain a topic of discussion among policymakers and citizens alike. The situation highlights the delicate balance of power and the complexities of international relations in a region that has become increasingly important in global geopolitics. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.